Hi, first grade, Miss Keeley here again. I loved that some of you guys sent me in your robots. They look really, really great so far. I love how you were able to make sure that you created it symmetrical. And some of you guys had sent in some really, really creative ones, so I was really excited to see those. And again, it wasn't mandatory that you sent them in, just that was optional. So last week I had you guys only outline your robot and then start coloring little pieces. Some of you who did send me your robot, you did color the whole thing. So if you did, then that was pretty much going to be it for the week, although you could create a background or maybe go in and add more details. But so I'm just continuing to color my robot. And again, I broke this up into two parts because I wanted you guys to really take your time and work slowly. Um, I'm trying to create a symmetrical pattern on both sides of my robot. So that's just like a little extra detail that I was putting in for my robot. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. And you can see I'm just doing a robot and it's kind of going in the same order all the way through. I do the hands the same color, the leg stripes the same color, the feet. Um, and then you can have some options. If you did leave a lot of white like I did, you could switch up and use a different material. You could always use like paint or colored pencils or markers. I'm going to stick with crayon. And if you noticed, I peeled off the whole crayon and I actually broke it in half and I'm rubbing the side of it. That's a technique, and I know some of you guys have done this before, but it's just a different way to color it in, and it's kind of adding like a little bit of texture to my robot. And I'm just taking my time trying not to color over my eyes or my mouth. And it's just kind of lightly coloring it in because I wanted my robot to be like a grayish blue color. I didn't have gray in my crayon box, so I'm taking black and I'm just pressing lightly. Um, and so I'm just kind of slowly filling it in. In a second, I'm going to do the same thing with a blue color. Um, so I'll fast forward to that. And then here is, I'm peeling a blue one. And again, there is nothing wrong with breaking a crayon in half. Obviously, if you share crayons with other people in your family, maybe ask first. And you can always use a broken crayon again to draw with. Um, but yeah, so that's just make sure you ask first if you do want to do this technique. And then you can see I'm filling in a little bit of blue and it's just adding it and making it look a little bit more interesting. Okay. Um, so at the end of my video, this is pretty much what mine looked like. And again, I was trying to keep steps kind of simple for you guys because I know you have a lot of other work from other classes, other teachers. If you do want to create some sort of background, go for it. And you can make the choice on your own. Do you want to keep your background symmetrical, same on both sides? Maybe you draw a little flower on both sides. Maybe you put your robot in outer space and you put planets on both sides. You can have the choice to make it symmetrical, or you can make it asymmetrical, not the same on both sides. So maybe you have the sun up here floating around. Maybe you have the robot standing on Earth with some stars in the background, maybe a rocket in your background. Um, or you come up with a totally different theme. You guys can definitely kind of play around and experiment with that. But other than that, if you feel like you did a lot of work with what it looks like now, then you're good for the week, okay? You can always go on to YouTube. There's that Art for Kids Hub. It's a dad and his family, and they do a lot of cool coloring and drawing, like how to draw videos. So that's definitely an option if you are wanting a little bit of extra art. Or you can always free draw. I know you guys love to do that, and that's always a great thing. So those are some options in case you guys don't necessarily think you got enough art in for this week. And then I will be creating a brand new project for you guys next week, so I'm really excited to share that with you. I hope you guys enjoy this. Because this was the last step of the project, I will need you to send me a picture so that way I can check off that you did it. And I cannot wait to see how they look. I will chat with you guys next week, and I can't wait to see how they came out. Bye.